when you asked me about what happened at Croydon was amazing for me because it opened up a whole new understanding of the level we was going into, as well as what could and couldn't be done. Now, as Big G, a lone entity, I was able to bring a lot of awareness to one football club that hadn't won anything in 15 years.
It was originally a old school handshake on a thing of, cool, what do you want? You want to be part of history, we give you our word. We don't have to.
A handshake is supposed to be a sacred thing, but men aren't men anymore. Men,
that's a whole nother conversation,
I
Trust
can respect
me.
In my word, if I shake your hand and
it means something, bro.
It means a lot.
It means because if I shake your hand on something and
you go against
you don't stick to it, I can't look at you the same, bro.
100%.
You have to remember, I went a different route in terms of career. When Donny was doing music, I had my kind of lost my way a little bit, and I found football was my way out. Sport changed my life completely. I found a way to transmit my will to win, my aggression into something that I could put everything into.
I bring something to the team in terms of just motivation. But I was like, gee, man, it's going to be hard for me to just kind of stay out of the changing room and a dugout. But the club has to grow, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It has to grow. And Dacey's going to come in and take this club to where I can't take it. I'm here anyway. I live and breathe Essie Dons. I walk around in my Essie Dons tracksuit wherever I go. Like, my name is Don Strapzy. You know what I'm trying to say? People call me Don.
Yeah, come on.
You understand? So, like, yeah, the Dons is me. The Dons is my family. The Dons is my dad, my mum, my friends. And now we're going to really take Essie Dons to where they would never think people like us could get to.
Winners Talking.
We're in. Winners Talking podcast. Back again. It's the hustler. Pound Stallocious, the one and only Big PS, Pound Sterling. My co-host, as always, Big Dougie Doug.
Medea, come on.
Gang's in the building today.
This is what
Doug
I'm saying.
come full kit.
Yeah, I know, you know how to rep.
For those that didn't know, I didn't know Doug was back playing football, but I just heard it today. Doug's back kicking ball and
Back kicking ball, bro.
What position you playing?
Up top, man.
Oh yeah, that's still you bagged it.
Yeah, I bagged last time we played a game, I scored 2. Not this game, the game before.
You're keeping that mad harsh.
Yeah.
But no videos of that. Is there proof of this?
Yeah,
Well, we got
it's
this on
proof. I
cam.
slapped it up on my page.
Right, say that.
Came back, the man was dissing me saying I went how many games without scoring a goal and then I bagged
How many?
2. Nah, they
Don't
were
matter how
exaggerating.
many.
That man was giving some mad numbers, but it was just like I went on that maybe about 5-6 games.
Yeah, that's light.
It's like maybe
That's
10.
light. Oh, 10. No, I hear that.
That's like no. It's about 5 or 6.
About 5 or 6, but yeah.
It's about 5 or 6. That man said something like.
Man, I'm screaming double figures.
That man said he's got about 82 games without scoring a goal. Like,
It's good though.
That's all like 4 years.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you're back. Glad man's back at it though. It's good for you. Health is wealth and all of that. But yeah, in the building we got the Essie Dons, 2 of the original aficionados, pioneers, and one of the most powerful movements in Sunday League football, which is now going to non-league football. Round of applause for that. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
2 of the guys from my ends as well. Big G, Don Strapzy. What we saying, boys? What's happening?
They are, man. Here, Pounds, man. And as always, I've been here twice. It's my 3rd time, and we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna salute the change.
Normal.
As always, that's what we do when we pull up.
We raise up a bottle to that.
Yeah, raise a bottle. You want one of these ones?
We always salute to change, man.
Yeah.
Only right. We ain't gonna change that. But yeah, man. I just want to say thank you for having us, Pounds, Doug.
Yeah, man.
I reached out to Doug. I said, yo, obviously, I wanna come on the #1 podcast for the streets and spread the message. And that's why we're here, man. So thank you for having us. It's a hat trick.
Come on.
It's a hat trick now.
Hat trick.
We might be one of the first to do it. I'm not sure.
Oh,
You're among the first.
I'm among. We're in there.
It's a select few.
It's a select few.
It's a select few. It's
We've
a
bagged
Under
the
a
hat
handful. It's under a handful.
We bagged the hat trick, bro.
Yeah,
So.
you bagged the hat.
Yeah,
bro. Not many do on Winners Talking, so
Yeah, that's rare.
yeah,
That's
man.
rare.
Trust me.
So yeah, man, talk to me, man. Talk to me about what's going on. As I just said, it's a big deal, bro. What I was hearing, I saw it it caught me off guard. Still, I was just online scrolling, and I see talk that you man are taking it to the next level. Non-league, gonna be up there with the big boys and that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
talk about it,
obviously, so Essie Dons was a Sunday League football club, which is amateur football, which is why me and Doug still nick minutes. You know what I'm saying? But where it was, we've done everything we could in terms of building a brand, and giving everything to Sunday League football. I believe that we made people feel passionate about their Sunday League team. You know, we was just a man then with cameras, and we was filming everything, and we made man feel like, this is our Champions League, because we ain't going to play Champions League football. So we just gave everything to Sunday League football. But for the last couple of years, we've been obviously behind the scenes having conversations with Ants and G and just the mandem in general, that like we feel as though everything in life, we don't like to be in a ceiling. Do you know what I mean? Just I've not lived my life like that. So we feel like with Sunday League, we hit a ceiling where like we couldn't actually progress any higher, apart from obviously continuing to win trophies. And then obviously the opportunity came around where we spoke about, imagine Essie Dons in the FA Cup or in the FA Vars, or even climbing up the pyramid to get into a position where you could potentially be a professional football club. So the opportunity arose for us to take that jump. We planned to do it August 2025, but an opportunity arose and we couldn't really turn it down. So we're 12 months too soon, but it's massive. It's massive for us. So we're now transitioned to non-league football, which means we're not playing Sundays anymore. We'll be playing on a Saturday at Ladywell Arena.
Come on.
In Lewisham, which is local. I was born in Lewisham Hospital. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, bro, we're really in and amongst it. So we're now one of only 2 clubs within Lewisham Borough, and we just get a chance to really build the football club now. So it's massive, man. G might be able to extend more on it.
Make sure you say go get your tickets as well, man.
Yeah, well, listen, what I will say is we have got a season ticket for Winners Talking podcast. That's on us, so we've got that. I'll send that to you or Doug or P. But yeah, the season ticket's going to be available now, because now we're at a point where we're asking the supporters and the community to get behind us. Do you know what I mean? Because now it's a thing of we actually need everyone's support. Come out and support the Dons. Come to games. And it's massive, man. It's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Pools, but it's huge. Listen, I can't say enough.
Serious business.
It's big men in the building.
No. But see, when the man them are saying it's huge, I still have to say. But it's very serious business. But what I will say is everyone needs to really get behind the thing and support the thing. Everyone really needs to
100%.
understand what this really is. This is from the ground up. This is from flipping from nothing to something. Like these man, I've known these man. I've seen these man around. I've watched them grow up around me. Like we've all been growing up together from nothing to do with football to taking football and making something into a global brand.
Yeah, man.
And now, while making a global brand, you haven't forgot the roots, and it's going to be a Ladywell football, which is right on the manor. Everyone needs to get behind them. South London needs to get behind them. London, UK, you need to get behind these guys and give them the support. And you see what's going on. You see the man them putting in that work, and they haven't forgotten the roots from which we emerge from. You get it? So yeah, man, excited.
And like I say, man, it's 10 years of work. It's as Doug knows, you know what I'm trying to say. Like this is 10 years of work. So this it's massive for the club. It's massive for us lot, but it is 10 years of hard work. And it's a massive journey, man. Like to be an actual football club. Like I remember when I was a kid and I wanted to be a footballer, and I used to go watch Millwall every week, and Welling United was another big club. And it's like for us to be able to put Essie Dons within that conversation and be at a point where we're going to build out an academy and a women's team, youth clubs. It's massive for the community because we're able to be able to provide jobs and that for the community.
What has the local community said, as in like the borough, Lewisham Council, all of this? Because obviously you're going to have to get permissions and all of this to do certain things. What are they saying? Are they being supportive of what's going on?
You know, we've not had a conversation.
Are you keeping it 100% private?
We've not had a conversation with the council, so for me to explain how we went about this.
Please do.
Yeah, I'll explain how we went about this. So basically,
I think that's the best way to do it. Because otherwise, people won't understand how we got to the fact that we're announcing it. So,
exactly.
Because everyone's just saying, we've gone from Sunday to Saturday. So
no, there has to be a long story, a lot behind the scenes before.
Because I feel like I'm doing bare talking.
No.
But like, so
G does his serious side.
Yeah, G does the serious.
He does the serious silent thing in the back.
He punches him when he needs.
So basically, so as I said, the plan was to go August 2025 to go non-league. We felt as though that our journey in Sunday League was coming to an end. Not to an end, but for the brand. Like the brand needed to grow. We've no disrespect to Sunday League, because Sunday League was there before Essie Dons and it'll be there after Essie Dons. But we got to a point where we just feel as though we've managed to build a global audience. We've got supporters around the world and they're ready for a journey.
You generally did hit the ceiling, didn't it?
We hit the ceiling, Doug. Yeah. To the point where like we was even taking losses, bro. like was losing games, yeah. And I said to G, I realised when something went wrong when we lost to UTR at Ebbsfleet. I don't know if you remember, we lost 3-0, yeah, at Ebbsfleet. That's a smoking, yeah. And I said, I was like to G, I was like, we've been smoking UTR. You know what I'm trying to say? We've been smoking these teams. Like,
Sweep under the carpet.
Yeah, you like fuck it, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Who are they? Do you know what I mean? That's a bad mentality, bro. Like, that's not my mentality. That's when I realised things was like we're losing. Like, you know, when Mike Tyson came out at the time and he said he's lost the hunger. Yeah. I was like, bro, man, we want bigger things. Like, our thing is bigger than this, yeah. So cool. We made the plan to go August 2025, and then a team. I'm not going to say who they are. They plan to go non-league football, because to go into non-league football is not as simple as just, all right, let's go play non-league next year. Yeah. You have to apply and do an application to the FA, and within that application you have to have a business plan. You have to show your funding. This 80-page essay. You know what I'm trying to say? And cool. So someone that we know, a team that we knew, applied, done everything right, and you have to apply before October to join for the next season. So next season starts in August. You have to make the application in October, and then you find out May, June if you get accepted. So the team that done everything, they got rejected, and the team is a lot more PG than Essie Dons. Yeah. Obviously the Dons is the man them. It's man them on the sideline. Things go left all the time. Yeah. So I said when I got the news, I rang G, I rang Ants, and I said, man, like, if they ain't getting accepted, we ain't got no chance. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, especially who we are, what we do, everything. So it was like, listen, we had conversations with other chairmen within non-league football. I spoke to Spencer at #United. And it was always the same theme. People were saying, if you can merge or partner with a club already within the pyramid, do that. Because then you don't have to go through the application forms. So long story short, we heard they got rejected, jumped on the phone. We need to get a club. Yeah. So we started looking at the local teams, and then Forest Hill Park was a club local to us. So G knew the manager. So he obviously rang the gaffer. I won't say his name, innit?
You can big him up.
Go on then.
Darryl, big him up.
Yeah. Do you want to
And obviously he had the infrastructure of what the football club was. Now, majority of teams, you have a first team, a reserve team, maybe even academy underneath it. This is one of the very few clubs at that step that had nothing but a first team, which meant that we could go into there knowing that, number one, they didn't have a big fan base. And number two, if the merger was to happen, it would be more smooth. Whereas if you went in with a team that potentially had lots of people who were against Essie Dons having a merger, it could have caused maybe a pause in the process. So that was a big part. So then we obviously came back, and then we had to speak to the owner of the football club to kind of put forward our business plan in terms of what we want to do for the borough, what we can do in football, and who Essie Dons is to the community. From there, it was like, what would you say, in a space of...
Yeah, it was quick, man. Like this first conversation happened a month ago, bro. Like, you know, innit? Because obviously Doug's within the setup, innit? So we was planning for Sunday League. Yeah. So the opportunity came. We spoke to the chairman. Turns out Andy goes way back with the chairman. Just some old boys from way back. The chairman, Clayton, got to a point where he felt as though he'd done everything he could for Forest Hill Park. He's ready to take a step back. And we had our conversations and basically said, look, we will take over from here. Do you know what I mean? We got big plans for Essie Dons, and we will take over from here. Long story into a short, we came to an agreement that we're going to merge with Forest Hill Park, which means for the first season, on a league table, it will say Forest Hill Park. It won't say Essie Dons. The team name will be Forest Hill Park on the league table. Content, everything else, the kit, everything Essie Dons. Second season, the name changes to Essie Dons because there's a process for it. And we shook hands, and he wants Forest Hill Park to be a part of our history. So we agreed with him, shook hands and said, cool, we'll play under your name for one season. And then we move into Essie Dons, innit? So
on some masculine shit, obviously the honour of a handshake is a great thing.
Of course.
The paperwork as well.
You know what, bro?
It's all patterned. Like, everything is...
It is now.
It is
now. At the same time, when you're saying that, we have to go off an old school handshake.
It was originally a old school handshake on a thing of, cool, what do you want? You want to be part of history, we give you our word. We don't have to.
A handshake is supposed to be a sacred thing, but men aren't men anymore.
That's a whole nother conversation.
I can trust me. My word, if I shake your hand and
it means something, bro.
It means a lot.
It means because if I shake your hand on something and you don't stick to it, I can't look at you the same, bro.
100%.
I can't, man. But then people call you old school and they all this rubbish.
Yeah. But
And don't forget the other thing that we made sure we said we're gonna only considering this is gonna be the last year that it's gonna be Forest Hill Park. We said we're gonna leave him with silverware. We're gonna lift some silverware this season, so that both clubs have got that first piece of silverware together, and that unites it. And again, they're part of our history as well as we're part of theirs.
Because you know what, and to be fair to him, he had other clubs that wanted to take over the club, and he knows who we are and where we're from, and our whole backstory. And he said, "I trust you, man, to do it." So it's a proper respectable situation.
Do you merge their players getting merged? Do you picking up?
And that we know that's what worked for us, P, because
Yeah.
it's literally we own Forest Hill. Like
Yeah.
we own it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is no reserve team. There is no women. There's no.
Okay.
It's just Essie Dons now.
It's what you build from it.
It's what we build from it. So what that's allowed us to do is join the non-league pyramid.
Yeah.
And then build up from here.
Epic. See the other side of Essie Dons, the visuals, the documenting everything. That's gonna carry on as is, but I'm guessing you guys are it's gonna be stepped up even more now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So we've employed Geek.
Yeah, you know
We call him
he's
Geek,
geek.
We've employed him full time, so he's now a full time member of staff. He was at Cray Wanderers full time. We've employed him full time. So we call him the geek here because he
can do anything. He can do anything.
He's a genius, isn't it?
And he's been part of the. So again, like what normally happens with a lot of the Dons family, they've been a supporter, and then they've got a skill set they add to the actual football club. So like Geek was somebody who was coming to watch us play. Didn't know nothing about him. He'll tell you he was one of our first ever sponsors. And then you're talking from all those years back, maybe 5-6 years, to now being the first member of staff employed, you know?
Yeah.
So everything will step up. That's the graphics. That's the way you see everything on social media. But it's still going to be the Dons. But we're going to do it our way.
People, let's take a moment. You need to purchase your Manscaped. I'm not going to keep telling the people, don't miss out. 20% discount when you use the code winners plus free shipping. The body groomers, the shavers, the beard trimmers, the hair trimmers.
Oil.
Man went straight to oil. Mad.
Well, listen,
But
this
there's-
is beard oil.
Beard
Man
oil.
didn't
I was
even let me
gonna say-
elaborate on the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, 'cause I was
Man didn't even let me elaborate.
Because I was thinking, what
Yeah,
oil? You
yeah,
get
the
me?
oil.
Beard
Beard
oil.
oil.
Beard oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Manscaped boxers, the Manscaped head trimmer. They got the weed whacker, but you've also got the thing that you see, like me. If you're a baldy like me, yeah,
20% discount.
got the thing that I take on traveling with me.
Plus free
Boom, when little regrowth, zoop, I'm back outside
you're nice.
again.
You're nice.
Back by the pool, chilling, relaxing, feet up. Is it?
And I'm telling you, people, it will change your life. Your love life's gonna be different.
Different,
Your girl's gonna be, hey,
respecting it.
trust me, streamline strokes.
Streamline,
Yeah.
no resistance.
See what I'm trying to say to you, cousin T. You've been using your Manscaped 4.0.
I'm winning all the way through.
Man said I'm winning.
All the way through. That's what I'm talking
Nothing more
about.
needs to be said on that.
Yeah.
Make the purchase, manscaped.com. Use the code winners, 20% discount plus free shipping.
Done
Use the
now.
code winners.
Come on.
Talking about the Dons. And you lot are, to me, like everything that I talk about in there, everything that we talk about in there, like, it's 10 years of grass, bro. And you've not been content. Like, you've kept moving up. And now look at the position you're in. Like, it's history in the making that you, like, the Dons are going, like, non-league football, bro. It's a very, like, I don't think people need to really take on board, like, from the ground up, from Sunday league games when it was just maybe, you know, Sunday leagues, maybe 10 people on the sideline. So you lot packing up and selling out up at Bromley and all of that, and now doing this. No, it's incredible, bro. And moving forward, imagine sky's the limit. So you lot are to be applauded for everything that you're doing. Gee, you're back. You went Croydon for a little while.
Yeah, listen. What happened is a few years back was Donny said it to me. He said to me, "Gee, I don't think you understand. You know, you're a brand in your own way."
100.
And I said to him, "You see me, I love the club more than anything. I will always do something to service the football club." So my aim was to go down the non-league path and understand whether we could transition from Sundays to Saturdays. So I done my research. I put in my hours. I went and played at the steps. I had all the abuse I've been getting all over the years, from geezers down in Kent to being local spots. And I came back and I was doing the non-league vlogs and I was like, this is a joke. How are the Dons not in non-league? Why are we not doing it?
So so you was scouting mission.
I'm doing my research. You know, I'm doing it. Do you know why? Because what always happens is it's funny because there's two things that I've taken already that have been said. You picked up the fact that we've been doing this for 10 years, right?
100.
Yeah, and there was something that Donny said about Mike Tyson and hunger, right? When you know nothing but hunger, what happens? You have to feed, man.
I hear you, G.
You have to get fed. You see the hunger at Essie Dons. Sunday League was never going to be enough for us unless Sunday League was going to be able to match our hunger. So when we was climbing and we was going into a new division, conquering that, somebody was putting themselves in the way of us, telling us they were our rivals. Do you know what we went and done? We beheaded them. Then it was the next person who fancied it because they thought they could do it. Guess what happens? They picked up a camera. We ended their whole history again. Then there was another one. They got ended. So then where we are now, when you're looking at and you're hearing about the whole non-league pyramid, you ask the question, how hungry are we? And if you know where we come from, like you are, and where we're from, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna act like we're starving,
It's the only way.
and then we're gonna continue to all these people that have been looking at us, pointing their fingers, saying, it's just Sunday League. It's a bunch of guys with cameras. They're rowdy. They're this. No one opened up their grounds to give us a place when we had thousands of fans coming out, thousands of the Dons family coming. When there was hundreds on the sideline, when we were playing on the worst pitches, no one opened up their AstroTurf pitches. No one said, "Come in. We can see what you're doing for your community. Go and do that."
Yeah.
Now,
You needed a ground.
yeah, when we needed it, we put it out there. We told them who we were. We told them what we were trying to do.
Sometimes the siege mentality works though. I'm a man that lives with a siege kind of mentality. It's us against everyone. It kind of galvanizes the squad. You see what I'm trying to say to you? Like, so when they back us into a corner, we come out fighting, and it's you can rally the troops more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's what I said to G. I said I feel like I'm back where I'm supposed to be now, which is back against the wall, which is like, alright, cool. We're in the mud again. We're in the trenches.
Yeah, let's
No
get
one
it.
respects us.
That's right.
We'll show you, bro.
That's
And,
right.
and that's what I said, like on the latest thing when we had a conversation updating the supporters. I said let's have a war, man.
100%.
Like non-league. We're Essie Dons, bro.
Get my
Everyone's
season
gonna
ticket
know.
ready now. Pull it up ready.
tell
I'm
me.
gonna give my youth.
You need
I'm
to.
gonna
Wait,
need
wait,
to.
wait.
No, I'm there, bro.
No, but
Bro.
that's the reason. So when you asked me about what happened at Croydon was amazing for me because it opened up a whole new understanding of the level we was going into, as well as what could and couldn't be done. Now, as Big G, a lone entity, I was able to bring a lot of awareness to one football club that hadn't won anything in 15 years. We ended up winning the London Cup, got to the Kent Cup final, lost to a team that done really well, which was Erith Town, got promoted, won a treble. But what it did do to me was it highlighted where I felt was the right stepping stone for Essie Dons to go in and what we could and couldn't do with a camera. Now, as Big G, they're the problem. As Essie Dons, we're going to have more eyes on us than anyone else because when I got a yellow card, it was, it's him. When a player Essie Dons get a yellow card, it's look at that football club. So our standards have got to go even higher. We've got our discipline and playing the dark arts have to be even cuter. But what we do know now is that we will be the most watched football club in the country. Facts. People are now asking the question, how do you go from being in the top 20 most followed clubs in the country as a grassroots team, Sunday League, to now entering the steps? What do you think is going to happen now?
Yeah. So we got to be doing the whole. You see the we are Wrexham or whatever it's called. I know, man. Them know.
see it.
Man, them
Yeah,
know.
come
Man,
on,
them
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Man, them
yeah,
have to watch
yeah.
that. If man's football, bro, watch that.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna be documenting for the man, them, like it's local lads going to take over and going to dominate in non-league football, and then who knows where we go from here. Who knows, bro? Because I know how the man them
5
stay,
years from now, man can move up the steps, and before you know it, you're like just one,
Bro.
like one down from non-league.
bro.
Or
I'm telling you
from
this.
league.
I'm
You
telling
get
you
me?
this.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and you see, like you said, Wrexham has done it. You see,
Salford.
Salford
Salford have done it.
Look
Teams
at
have done
Bromley.
it.
Look at Bromley. Bromley are non.
Dorking have done it
Bromley
as
have
well.
gone League 2.
Bro, and it's
Get
stuck.
me?
And the sweetest thing for me is when the future generations come and it's gone to wherever it goes to. It started with my guys from ends
Yeah, bro.
with a vision. You get what I'm saying to you? With a vision. When Donny used to send me this, I didn't even know what he was sending me, bro. He was sending out these things every I'm like, what is this brother sending? Every minute he's sending these
What, the
things.
broadcast?
Yeah, the broadcast. You remember the early day
Do you know
broadcast?
why? Donny was funny, because he was clued up, so sometimes he'd be like, all right, cool.
Because of the music.
When we're sending out these broadcasts, whatever it is, it'd be like a random message. Yes, just bumped into Jim. And then you'd go, what the hell, I've just bumped into Jim to open up the chat. So then the link would be underneath it.
Yeah. Now the broadcasts were coming regular.
Yeah,
And I didn't know what it was. Then one day I watched it. I was like, okay, is this what's going on?
Yeah.
Entertainment, everything. Saw you on there. If not for that, my man wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
That's why I saw him and I was like, character. It definitely got. You see what I'm saying? So all of that. The groundwork. People don't understand the groundwork, the ugly work that gets up put in behind the scenes, the tedious work. You see what I'm saying? That's what you know what I'm saying. See, when I say that, you know exactly what I mean. Jobs that other people think, all people might see as a final product, a polished product on the screen on a Sunday. They don't know the tedious parts
HQ, you see
that have to be done
in a way daily.
Yeah,
and you have to, and that's what I say, bro. Like, you have to, like we've given, when I say 10 years, obviously we started filming though in 2000. The club was built in 2014. We started filming in 2017. And so 2017 till now to 2024, we've given this project everything. Throughout COVID, throughout everything. Remember we talked before, man stopped doing everything else he was doing and we committed to this project. And it's like, that's what I said, like even with the people, the business partners we've met along the way, we always say what you're getting into bed with is people that live and breathe this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, we bro, like everything you see, we are the editing team.
I know, bro. This is what I mean when
You know
I say
what
the
I'm saying?
tedious work.
Yeah.
People might look and see, because I do it myself. I know people might look and just see how it's done. They don't understand that. I know without ever. I've never had this conversation with you, but because I know the years and all of this put in, I know that you're going to be hands-on, literally hands-on, doing the tedious task. But that's how you get to reap the fruits of your labor, bro. And no one might understand your vision. You've been blessed to have a brother like him and vice versa that's understood the vision. I've always seen you and I've seen him, and I've always seen him and I've seen you. Whether I see you lot out, whether I see you lot on the estate, you see what I'm saying, Chi? And you lot have just kind of pushed through with it, and that's the dream, bro. That's the dream to be able to do stuff with your brother, and then by extension with your brothers. So what you lot doing, aside from that, it's great for that. I'm just happy for the two of you in that you can do it, and the bond's still great. What's gonna happen to the Sunday team, Car? I know Doug ain't playing for the Saturday team every week.
You just got minutes, Doug. Don't let him put the break.
He's busy. I said because you're busy, bro. You didn't even let me finish.
Listen, I'll change my bio to pro footballer.
So what? Doug's playing for the Saturday team as well, now.
You got to let the manager handle that one.
Saturday, but no, like I think for like
is the Sunday team done? That's what I'm asking.
the Sunday's done, but I think X1s will still.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The X1s, that's what
will
they call
continue,
it.
like,
The X1s.
getting games and stuff like that.
Yeah, the
But
X1s.
in terms of a lot of players, probably ain't gonna make the Saturday football.
That was what I was
maybe
politely.
The likes of the man, then there's a lot of players that are probably really good that were playing Sundays that were in the first team that ain't gonna be good enough to, not say not good enough, but I feel like maybe don't match
Different
the
levels of
vision
commitment, man.
where the club's going and what the
because you have to
the
remember,
levels
like,
that they're gonna have to reach.
Saturday football people get paid, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? So
100.
like,
Yeah, go on.
yeah, so like obviously people are getting paid. So everyone that's committed to Essie Dons for next season, they've taken pay cuts.
on.
They're getting paid now, but they're taking pay cuts in it.
Right.
Like G had a serious deal.
Flights and accommodation.
Of course he
basically,
did.
bro.
G had a
Of course he
serious
did.
deal.
It's only
But
rare.
this is what I'm trying to say by
It was-
sacrifice
yeah.
to the project.
Yeah.
He had a serious deal,
Yeah.
But he's obviously, and he agreed, everything was agreed. He's around me, he's like, yeah, I needed this. But he's packed that in to play for the Dons, you know what I'm trying to say?
Obviously.
So
But it's deeper than that, man. Like I was saying to you, because again, you have to remember, I went a different route in terms of career. When Donny was doing music, I had my kind of lost my way a little bit, and I found football was my way out. Sport changed my life completely. I found a way to transmit my will to win, my aggression into something that I could put everything into. I play the way that I see what happened in life, and it could be trauma, it could be whatever it is, but I treated every game and every situation as that was my all, innit? So when I started to go down this kind of non-league route, trying to potentially become a professional, had my trials, whatever that happens, whatever, I started to realise what this sport is, which is football. There's so many no's, man, before you get a single yes.
100%.
So many of them. And that's life. Because when I started to play football at 16, 17, I was thinking, this is nothing compared to what's happened out in life. Nowhere near. But I knew I had to get through that in life, so I thought I can get through this. So then when you think about when you've made those sacrifices of doing this to do that, and then you get an opportunity to be part of a legacy, which is Essie Dons, money can't buy that. It will never buy that.
100%.
You know, you see those moments when you're playing, and you know that this is for your family, this is for your brothers, this is for the people that you've lost along the way. You think money can stop me from doing that?
Yeah. It's first season of non-league, bro. How are you gonna miss that?
Legacy,
You're
the
gonna
legacy
miss that,
thing.
you get
You know, I always talk about legacy. A legacy plays an important thing, bro. Legacy lives forever. Money, you can't take it with you, bro. Legacy will be here long after you've gone. Essie Dons, Like now, in my mind, I'm already thinking Essie Dons in 50 years, 100 years, bro. Like when man them ain't about, like you created something that's gonna be going on and on, and you can pass on to your children and all of the above. You understand? So that's great. What? Who's the reserve keeper for the team?
The new reserve keeper.
Yeah, the new reserve keeper.
Do you know
yeah.
what-
Is it the keeper that played? The keeper that played on Saturday.
Do you know what? Do you know what's so mad? Yeah.
Is it?
The new reserve captain.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is G just broke his wrist.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah, yeah.
imagine.
So the reserve keeper's getting.
Do you know what? Yeah, I tried to hide it, to be honest.
Yeah, I
like,
noticed. That's why I
Yeah,
didn't
man,
mention it. That's why I didn't
bro.
mention it. 'Cause I saw you was hiding.
Listen, man. He knows.
You sent me the video
Yeah,
the other day.
I sent him the video the
Spoke
other
into
day.
existence, man.
I keep telling him
I
the
got
power
one
of
lyric
words,
from back in the
man.
day.
What did you say now?
I was like, Big G lose a clean sheet, he'd rather break a wrist.
Yeah, careful with your words.
No. And that's
And
exactly.
the maddest thing is he done his wrist in the game Saturday, so he took his glove off. Yeah, because when I was like, why's G only wearing one glove? Yeah, because obviously he's so
couldn't get
mad.
back
He
on.
would try and play through it. No, he was trying to play through it. Yeah, but then he made a mad save with no glove.
Yeah.
Then he had to come off in it. Oh yeah, he broke his wrist, bro.
Yeah, like I think what I've always said to him as well, like when you've played football long enough and you supported Man United long enough, you realise that Fergie's getting rid of people along the way. There's been Ronaldo, man. There's been Becks.
Yeah.
There's been Diego Forlan. There's been Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
There's been Rio. There's going to be a new centre back. There's going to be a new striker. There's going to be a new winger. And I was always saying that as long as this football club can outlast the players, we're doing the right thing. So there's got to be a day that Big G don't play, because then I know I've done my job for the club. I've served the club my time. So my plan was always to have a number 2, have a number 3, just in case something happened to me. So we have got people in. We've got a club legend, Jazzy Bruce, coming back, which is massive for us. He played centre back, played in goal.
Yeah.
He's probably he's
coming
got
back.
yeah.
Are you gonna bring a keeper that can actually compete with you though?
I don't
Because I'm hearing
you're
centre
taking a
back.
piss pass. He's a club legend. Man.
Jazzy's actually really good.
Look at you taking a sip of his drink.
Yeah.
You can't. Do you know what? Yeah. Remember the Titans? They say you don't.
You got iron sharp as iron, G. You
Nah,
gotta get
do you
that.
know
You
what,
need
yeah?
that young, hungry lion that's roaring down your back saying, "I want your spot."
There's no one. There's no one who ever be Big G ever.
No one's gonna be.
That you
That's
can't-
that 100%.
And
100%. No
and
one
I've
can bring what you
accepted
bring
that.
to the team
I've
because you're more
accepted
than a
that.
keeper.
I've accepted that, but at the same time, I know how to get the best out of people. So if
More than a keeper.
like me, yeah, my favourite goalkeeper was Peter Schmeichel.
Of course he is.
And then you got David Seaman down the other end. And I remember I went from, obviously, I had my time in the youth offenders, whatever. And I remember coming out and I learned how to be a goalkeeper from YouTube, watching Peter Schmeichel on a Nokia phone.
Swear down.
And I remember watching his videos because I was thinking, is this how you be a goalkeeper? And I've obviously watched my little bits of football. And then I've ended up at Soccer AM and I'm meeting the same guy, yeah? And I'm like, do you realise how far you've come? Like, to have gone from that to this. But then I remember asking him, saying to him, like, listen, you're the man, the great Dane for Man United. You look down the other end and you've got David Seaman at the other end. Do you think, like, are you better than him? Is that what you think? He say, we do what we have to do. I play my game, he plays his game. But we all know Peter Schmeichel's better than David Seaman.
Facts.
Because that's the captain as well, goalkeeper, leader, do you know what I mean?
Why you look at me?
I have to let him know because Doug's an Arsenal supporter, so I have to let him know that the Great Dane was better. But there won't ever. I don't think you can compare personalities and who you are. You are who you are, innit? And you shouldn't try and replace him with like for like. You won't ever find it.
So you're basically saying what you're
He
bringing.
is.
I get what you're saying.
Big
No,
gloves to fill. Like, for
it's
any keeper
huge.
coming in, it's big gloves to fill.
Because it's
And
more than a keeper. The
it's
captain
more
as
than a
well.
keeper. It's a leader.
That's why
someone that's
it needs to be
always
like a ball
talking.
playing side, man.
You know what I
Let him
mean?
be a ball playing side so that the goalkeeper don't need to be active.
Like G's always talking. He's always giving the players information. He's always motivating, man. He's a key influence on the pitch when he's at his top game. You get me? So you can't just replace that because you got to think a keeper's gonna come in. He might not talk as much. He might not be. You know what I mean? It's a big.
No, but one day,
influence.
like he just said, so
Yeah.
we've got to get someone ready, and it will keep him sharp anyway.
Yeah, no, 100%.
We never want to be
You want a
comfortable.
goalkeeper that's better than Big G.
Yeah. And
Make him be like,
do you know how that happens?
keep
It has to. He has to be young.
Yeah,
He has to be. He has to
That's
be
what I'm
potentially
thinking.
a professional goalkeeper, and he's got to have some. He's got to be almost influenced by who Big G was or
Literally.
is. And the reason,
3
alright,
years
I'll
time,
give you an
4 years
example.
time.
We've gone St George's Park here, which is obviously England's national training ground. There's people there saying anything for the Dons. So you got Declan Rice, who's For me personally, I think he's going to be a future England skipper who says Essie Dons is his club. He supports Essie Dons, yeah? You've got the under 23s, under 21s, under 18s, all saying anything for the Dons. Under 14s, so they're being raised by a culture of Essie Dons. So eventually, that's going to come back to us. Whether that's when we climb up the pyramids, a lonely comes in saying, I was watching the Dons as a kid. Or that's a mature one, a mature pro who comes in and goes, yeah. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Well, listen, what I'm saying is, don't get it twisted. I think you're, if not the, but you're one of the best players in the team. I watch you, bro. I watch you lot play. I watch you at Soccer AM. I watch what you do. I watch the saves you pull off. So it's not coming from any place like that. It's just coming from me just saying, is it going to be... one day there's going to have to be a person in the guard. So let's get an apprentice. Start training him up early, make him know, and it'll keep you sharp as well. Because it's like, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Like, we always want to iron sharpens iron. What about you, Donny? Well, you going to run out in the Sunday team, or what? Are you fully like...
See, we got the we got the X1s. So once a month, the man them will play on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep that one going. But even for me, yeah, because for me, it changes now. I can't get away with things I was getting away with on a Sunday.
That's
like me in the dugout, me doing what I'm doing. We got a gaffer now.
Yeah, who's the gaffer? I saw that you...
Mark Dacey. He's a good guy. He's got the right values. He rang you up, innit?
Yeah, he called me.
So obviously when
maybe the call to say you're not going to be starting this.
No, like basically, I kind of respect what basically, he understands all the people that were here from the start and all the like the legends and whatnot. You get me? So he rang us all just to kind of like introduce himself. You know what I mean? I let him know I'm going to be playing. You know what I mean?
You gave him the lead.
I gave him the polite lead.
And Tuesday, Doug was there Saturday playing.
I bring my boots on Saturday.
Okay, he didn't even come training, Doug. You gave straight in the squad.
Everyone else went training, you know. Doug didn't even go training.
And Doug started.
Man just pulled up.
Pulled up and get
on a polite lead.
There was a training session, Carl.
He wanted to have a look at you. That's what he wanted. And you bagged too.
Nah, not this game. But I hurt my hip. I didn't even know how to play. I came on and came straight back off. Yeah, so that goes sometimes.
No, but like Donny was saying, he's coming with the right morals. The fact that he recognises that there was people before him shows you that he understands what Essie Dons is. Like within a football club, there's I think between 7 and 10 players who already hit 100 caps for the club.
And this club's always been more than a football team. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the man them that are involved and love this club. There's people that on a road that not even know Cap put their life on the line for this club. Like drops, like there was a situation that happened that he put his life on the line for the club. You know what I'm trying to say? When we went up to Loughborough, and like the fact that the gaffer understands that like there's people within this club that are not footballers. They're not footballers. You know what I'm trying to say? But the club means something to them because the club is a positive thing for many people. So for me, I respected the fact that he ran me. He said, "Listen, tell me who I need to have a conversation with. You know what I mean? I want to have a conversation with these people." And he rang all the mandem and the senior members. Said, "Look, man, I'm not trying to take this club from you. I'm just trying to progress this club." You know what I'm trying to say? And that's what he's done. He's come in very professional, and that's what we need. And like, in terms of me, I'm there. This is my club, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? I'm there regardless. I'm there regardless.
Are you going to have any kind of role like coach, management?
Nah, man. You know what? I leave that to the professionals, man.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect. That's a non-ego kind of move.
Yeah, 100%.
That's for the betterment of the club. See that kind of thing. Carry on talking. That's a big man mentality.
Nah, and that's what it is. And to be fair, I said to G, I was like, bro, man, it's gonna, cause like I bring something to the team in terms of just motivation. But I was like, gee, man, it's gonna be hard for me to just kind of stay out of the changing room and a dugout. But the club has to grow, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It has to grow. And Dacey's going to come in and take this club to where I can't take it. I'm here anyway. I live and breathe Essie Dons. I walk around in my Essie Dons tracksuit wherever I go. Like, my name is Don Strapzy. You know what I'm trying to say? People call me Don.
Yeah, come on.
You understand? So, like, yeah, the Dons is me. The Dons is my family. The Dons is my dad, my mum, my friends. And now we're going to really take Essie Dons to where they would never think people like us could get to. Yeah. And in 10 years' time, the plan in 10 years is to be in League 2. 100. In 10 years.
And it's all going to be documented and televised.
We're documenting everything. Yeah. And that's it, man. We are who we are. We come from where we come from. Nobody can stop what we're trying to do. And no one ever has. People have tried to, and they can't stop it. They can't. How can you take something from someone that's had nothing? We've come from nothing.
Yeah.
So what can you take from me?
Yeah.
Do you know what nothing is?
Literally.
Bro, you can't take nothing from somebody, bro. Yeah. We know what nothing is, bro.
Literally.
So now we're coming for everything.
Yeah, trust me.
Don't pause me, bro. I've had to say,
No, it's
because
alright.
I was mad. I looked at pounds when I said it.
Nah, it's alright, man.
But like, yeah.
What you say? You looked at me.
I looked at pounds. I was like, yo, that's a bit mad. But we're coming for everything, man. We're coming for everything, man.
Yeah,
And,
brother. I'm with you,
The
lot.
Dons has been doing our bit.
From long time.
Yeah.
The following, I don't even need to ask because I feel like I know they're gonna come with you and move with the development that goes on. Now they might have to go in their pockets a bit more. But it is what it is. What's the pricing looking like? Do you know yet?
Yeah, that's a good question, man, because that's something we had to even speak about. Because with Sunday League football,
Of course.
supporters ain't got to pay nothing.
That's right.
And we stood on that, do you know what I'm trying to say? But that's why I said now we're actually asking you to come and support the club.
Yeah, support.
Because like it's people's support that is helping to fund this club and move this club to the next level. And that's why the best way supporters can support the club is get your season ticket, buy your season ticket. Or
buy food at the bar.
Buy food at the bar.
Yeah,
come to the games. On the door, I think it's £5 on the door. You know, don't quote me on that. I think it's a £5 on the door. And a season ticket obviously works out to the point where I think it works out like £3 a game if you buy a season ticket. So we're not asking for a lot, but it makes a difference. And that's what I'm saying. Even people that are not physically, can't physically get to games, if you want to support Essie Dons, buy yourself a season ticket. Do you know what I mean? We got supporters outside of the country. Buy a season ticket.
You're a flyover. People, listen. Let's not. Outside of, I'm a local guy in it.
Yeah.
We're local, so it's easy to get caught up in a local bubble. But Essie Dons, internationally known, locally respected. That's how I break it down. So the brand is huge. Like, I need people to, for those that don't know, that might not have followed it or might not fully comprehend what's going on in here. Like, this is a Sunday League team that's documented what they're doing, and the world has taken notice because it was so innovative what was going on, and because South, innit? Like, our shit like is flagrant. Like, you want to watch it, you want to hear what's going on. We talk a little different. We've got a little bit of a swagger in what we do, even in the way we kick ball. You get what I'm saying to you? So now to see us going here, follow the journey. Like, people are watching from all countries. So if you're late to the party, don't watch nothing. Get involved. Come grab your season tickets. Come see games. Go back and watch the old videos. You see Doug there bagging. Doug scores one left foot free kick.
Yeah, right foot.
Was he right foot?
Yeah,
Up in Brummy.
Yeah, there should have been more than one. So you shouldn't have known what I was talking about. But there should have been a few. You should have been like, the left foot one. But I hear that
There was a
still.
left foot free kick though.
That's what I thought.
In Birmingham, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He said he bagged the copy.
Yeah, now you
halfway land.
You know what?
I was talking about the right one. Yeah, I get it.
But the one that went viral, that was the left.
Why did you do that with your left foot? Why?
Huh?
Why did you do it with your left foot?
I'm left-footed.
He's left
Oh,
footed.
you're
You're not
left-footed.
left-footed.
I'm left-footed.
Are you?
Left footed.
But what about when you
You're
done
actually
that?
left-footed.
I'm actually left-footed. But I used
Violation.
No.
Violation.
What did Dam say?
He said you're no footed. He said you're no footed.
You don't see them on the, you don't see them on the dance floor,
Man, they
bro.
can't kick ball.
So he's up there with Dover, man.
Do you know what? Yeah, you know, Doug. Yeah, because you know what you're saying about the supporters. Yeah, so we got the spot a Don thing. Yeah, which is like people when you spot a Don out and about. Yeah, so they were sending videos. Yeah, Doug. I don't know where you was you Ascot or something? You was
was in Ascot,
yeah, bro.
Two-step.
Yeah, look at two-step in my
In
suit
a
and that.
suit, yeah.
It's always two-stepping.
Them man get the maddest spot of Dons with me though.
All the time.
All the
Always
time.
do.
Yeah,
You want
Doug gets
DBE
hit up
everywhere,
still.
bro.
Everywhere.
Doug gets hit up.
All of those things are gonna carry on.
Yeah,
Everything's carrying on, bro.
Spot done, everything else.
but I feel
You still gonna be doing the.
I'm on commentary.
You're still gonna be on commentary.
Yeah.
I feel like it gets madder now because of the fact that Sunday League, the Saturday football is the Saturday
games are
football
gonna
and it
be
has
mad.
that whole professional setup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
but I
mad.
feel like because the man them ain't playing football, I feel like with X1s and other stuff, it allows everyone that, you know, when X1s first kicked off, everyone was jumping in and getting involved, didn't it? You remember like a few man was going on the road to coaches and going up here playing games.
Grimsby.
But now, because there's a lot of guys that are still part of the Dons that ain't going to be playing Saturday football, I feel like now when we do X1's content,
It'd be
you
a
have a
good
lot of
link
better
up, man.
players that weren't playing X1
I have a couple
football.
ballers now, innit?
There are a couple ballers that now drop into X1s and then it allows us to produce excellent X1 content in it, which I feel like is going to bang off just as much as the Saturday football will bang, because that allows us just to be the hooligans that we are when we're playing. Do you get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no decorum. We don't have to keep no decorum because now we're just playing friendlies, having our games, but that whole setup is professional. So we'll keep that professional. But now the Dons content, like the X1's content, allows us to just go back to the essence of what got us where we were now. Do you get what I mean? Kind of thing that we can have fun with it, you know?
Yeah, 100.
How did new players come trial or whatever, you lot doing trials or what? 'Cause you know people are gonna be watching like, I want to play. Everyone's always wanting to play for you lot, but now it might be on the next thing like, what they're playing non-league. It's more of an opportunity.
yeah.
Say someone wants the opportunity to come and try out for the Dons. Is there trials going on? Can people get to come and have a look in?
There is no trials. That's the truth. Right now, what's happened is we've allowed the manager to be a manager, which is he's brought in the players that he feels will represent the football club and represent him in the right way. So even that for us was.
So he's brought a few players with him.
Yeah, he's brought players.
Couple
Yeah,
young
That's
talent,
dope, that's
good
dope.
young
Yeah.
talent.
That's
So
good.
we've Mark Dacey's very close with a man called Harry Hudson,
Right.
who runs probably the biggest academy setup
Wicked.
in the world.
do you know what? I would put them up there. So Kinetic Foundation produces.
Remember Selhurst Park?
Yeah, so we played them a few years back at Selhurst Park. But to kind of highlight what Kinetic do, they give boys who have been released or deserve the opportunity to become professional footballers showcase games. They educate them. They do a lot for their community, and they produce like, I think 70 pros a year or something crazy like that. So you can imagine how many kids are getting the opportunity to become professional footballers from the communities that we're from, and they're constantly being educated through the school programs and everything else. So Mark Dacey's best friend is Harry Hudson, and he's been obviously part of that as well. Yeah.
So the signings have been made.
We've got our hands in with the best young talent in South London.
Of course, yeah.
So the best young talent in South London, Essie Dons is going to be an opportunity for them to come through. Obviously amongst other clubs, but Essie Dons, we got our hands on the best young talent in South.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
and that's the platform that we want to have. You know,
That's right.
You want success stories from where we're from, because when I think back to, we talk about it all the time. We think, can you imagine if there was an Essie Dons when we was growing up? You know, there isn't nowadays. There isn't even youth clubs.
That's right.
You know it was like pounds. You the man them will know. Everyone in this room will know. When we was growing up, when I was 14, 15, 16, I genuinely didn't have a positive role model. My father was a great positive model, but in terms of like the man them on the
Outside of
roads,
your family,
there was no positive role model. So I moved from Catford. I lived in Catford opposite the MacD's. Then I moved to Mottingham, like Grove Park area, basically Mottingham. And I was getting on a bus to Deptford every single weekend for nothing positive. Absolutely nothing positive, bro. And I always said to G, imagine if we had Essie Dons. And it was actually man them that were from the ends as well. So you feel, when you're young, you're impressionable. You want to be around the man them that have got names and do this and do that. Imagine if there was Essie Dons back then. I would have been there every Sunday.
100%.
And then when we're seeing the kids and we're telling the kids, look, man, you're seeing what we're doing. We've got cameras out. Like, does that make us a nerd? No problem. I'd rather be a nerd than whatever. We've got cameras. We're doing this. We're working. We're doing something positive. We're polite. We have manners. Yeah. We give off a certain energy of how men should hold themselves.
That's right.
If I had that when I was younger, maybe we wouldn't have ended up in situations that we ended up in.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I think for us, we understand that we have an influence on people, but the fact that we can now be in a position where we're linking up with a Kinetic, and young players with talent can come and gain from this platform is a
Sorry, that was my evening prayer, bro.
amazing thing. And don't forget your prayers as well.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't forget your prayers. Don't even
Prayers
apologize,
are so
because
important.
prayer. We're men of God, and God. I always say we are second. We live in a world where men are so feminine, but that's just another discussion. Like, I know you find yourself in trouble for these things, but like, men are always on this. Oh, I'm the prize. You're not the prize, bro. Shut up, man. Shut up, bro. Like, Doug, I watch these things and it's like, bro, men are behaving like women, bro. Men and women are different. Yeah, women are beautiful in their own way. Men are men in our own way, and it's like that's what I'm just saying. We are second. We're not first. We're second. God is first. Yeah. And women are to be respected and treated in a certain way, and a man is to be a man and behave as a man should. Yeah. But that's something else. 100%. But my point I'm trying to explain is, Essie Dons, we've managed to get ourselves into a position where, if it was amazing to know that we can actually provide opportunities for kids and people that come from where we come from, and we're just constantly putting out a message that everything is possible, man.
Yeah, 100%.
The work that I said we've done. It's not that we've made it or anything, but it's like this is a big jump.
The fact that we've gone from just a bunch of madmen and playing football,
literally.
Like, I remember
Imagine.
my first straight in the Dons, he was losing games. G
Bro,
didn't
man
even
was
wanna
turning
play.
up, yeah. And
Told the man
I
that,
remember
bro.
G
Doug,
didn't
the first
wanna
time was
play.
touching a ball, yeah. The whistle's already gone.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We would turn up. There's no football. Man ain't
Yeah,
got
no
footballs.
football.
Man are wearing
no
different
kit,
colour shorts.
Different there, like, and to go from that to like, nah, fast forward
mad,
10
bro.
years now, and you think,
Look,
non-league
sponsorships.
football, it's crazy to think that, do you get me? Sponsorships, Puma, GBK, German Donegal, all of this stuff, like, and you think that come from where we was 10 years ago, Mottingham playing field. It is crazy, like, and it just shows that anyone, if you got the right work rate, like,
It's the work rate.
and it's a work rate because these men have been consistent.
But that's the word, though,
though,
consistency.
you like are always forever working. Like, you gotta think these man edit. They didn't start off as editors, but they all know how to edit episodes. You get what I'm saying? Because it had to get to a point where Geek's busy, Chris is busy, so you step in. You get me? And like, people may not see all of that, like you were saying before.
They don't see it.
And then, you know, and it's kept that work rate has got us to where now 10 years later we're stepping into like professional football.
Yeah, it's sometimes, listen, when you're pushing your own dream, sometimes all you can rely on is yourself. You're gonna have to learn how to do the fit.
100, bro.
That's why if you can't keep up with the pace, you get left behind.
Left behind. If you can't keep up with the pace, you literally get left. You have to learn how to do bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing now. What's the I've got a question messaged in. What's the manager's CV looking like?
Yeah, man, that's good, man. He's very competent. He's managed that step 3, step 4.
So he's been at step
To
4,
give-
step
To
3.
give you context, because even for me it's a bit confusing sometimes. We're entering the pyramid at step 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, what step 6 is 9 promotions away from the Premier League. So technically we're 9 divisions below the Premier League. Premier League is professional football. Then you have the National League, which is step 1. National South, step 2. Ryman Prem, step 3.
Yeah.
Or Isthmian Prem. Isthmian South, step 4. Kent Prem, step 5. Our division, step 6. So we're 9 promotions. If we was to just
Bang, bang, bang.
bang, nine in a row, we're in the Premier
We're
League.
laughing.
So my
We've
point
prepped it,
is,
bro.
it's within touching distance.
Yeah.
No,
What we're doing
100%.
is now real, yeah.
Man, it's a real thing. Where do you think you can finish in the league?
What, in our lifetime?
No.
This
Get to
season.
that. This season. Where do you think you can finish in the league this season?
Honest
think we can finish
opinion.
G.
Top.
I think we're winning.
Talk it.
No.
Win it.
But
100% because you got to think.
Doug's an Arsenal supporter, so it's very difficult for him to understand what title races are like. Because the honest to God truth.
But as a Man United fan, you haven't been in a title race for a long time. So let me explain this one to Pam.
When was your last title, Doug?
Let's not go there. Let me just explain.
Fam, winners talking won't even exist.
Years of
in
been in a
times,
title.
bro.
Years of been. You know what I mean? But what
you
I'm
know-
saying to you, P, is that I feel like we can win it this season with the talent, the machine behind Essie Dons to get up to step 5. I think we've got it. To do
Yeah,
that.
we do.
And listen, we have to
You know what I
salute
mean?
Andy Answer, yeah,
Oh,
the
come on.
chairman, because that guy has changed many people's lives, yeah, and doesn't get the credit for it, yeah. He's come in since he's been working with us. Every sponsorship deal that's come in, the majority of them has come because of Andy Answer's business savvy, and he's never taken anything from the club, not a penny. Yeah,
Come on.
he's put his hand in his own pocket for the club.
Come on.
Um,
Tell him, bro.
And-
Lad, by the way.
People need to know.
Yeah, even the
because
office.
I don't
bro.
always want to talk about finances and stuff, but as we all know,
Business
as
is
grown men, business is business,
This is business.
and it takes money to make money. Yeah,
Right.
so you have to. We've taken sacrifices by putting our hands in our own pockets. Yeah, because if you want to achieve something and you're afraid to put your hand in your own pocket, then you ain't gonna achieve anything. Yeah, so we've put our hands in our own pockets.
Yeah.
And the answer has put us in a position where he said we're gonna go non-league.
Come on.
Yeah, the club, we will all make the money that is spent, we will make back. But without having to go into detail, he's put his hand in his own pocket
Yeah.
with his club.
Come
yeah?
on. And that's how local it is, Doug. That's why I've messed with these guys so much, because I've said it on there before. Like,
Proper.
Andy and his brothers round the estate, on Caldwell Estate, they used to be coming to my grand's house like Andy's brothers and my uncles were like best friends. They'll be coming to my house all the time. Like, these are the guys I grew up watching. You get what I'm saying? Just like you lot was around and you'd see me outside, this is how I'd see them outside, and then we all merge, and you see what I'm saying? So this is years in the making. This is Lewisham lineage.
100, bro. Because
See
Andy,
what I'm
another
saying,
man
Chief?
born in Lewisham Hospital.
Yeah.
Literally, bro.
Lee
Like,
High Road and all them man,
these man have been. You see what I'm saying? This is the
Lewisham, bro.
lineage that's what I say. So that's why I ride that with these. Like, so I consider myself an Essie Don. I don't ever have to kick a ball for them.
Nah, come on.
You see what I'm saying, Chief? So
Representing.
I'm representing, and I'm just proud to see what's going on. You understand? and you're here as well. So it's a big. I always say this is like a the podcast is like an affiliate to the Essie Dons, and the Essie Dons
coming
is an affiliate to the
100%,
obviously.
Because like everything we do over here is a representation of everything we do
and I
over
think
there,
and
vice
how you
versa,
man carry yourselves and what you represent. I'm very proud of what goes on over there. You carry it as man from the manor should. You still doing Soccer AM this year?
Do you know what? Yeah, it finished last year.
Yeah.
And that was because obviously that, you know what the big businesses are like at Sky, they cut budgets and everything else. But for what it done for the brand of what we were doing, you can imagine seeing me on live television to millions, you know, and saying, wearing my Dons kit with pride, telling them, listen, we've done Sunday League. I used to get all the time people telling me, listen, like, is that Big G kind of character thing, can you calm that down? I'm thinking, yeah, I'll look at me now, I'll smile at, I think, you mad man. You think this is an act?
Yeah,
you never changed, bro.
I ain't changed for nobody.
No, and you dominated on there.
But I was gonna say, like, even for yourselves, yeah. We're saying how far can the Don in our heads we can win this division. How far do you think you can see it going in our lifetime? Yeah.
But I just told you, bro. I just said to you, man, 50, 100 years.
You ain't gonna last that long. You ain't gonna last that long. But
you don't think you will last that long?
In your lifetime.
No, in my lifetime.
In your lifetime.
What, the Dons?
Yeah,
In my lifetime,
division
where
is
you
he?
You know what's mad?
Now you man will be playing in the. You man will playing in the upper tiers.
I just think different from that, like even just from this conversation, like man, I feel we can move up the steps. I could see us playing like League 2. I could see League 1 football, but it's different. Like for me, it was just even when man them are talking about, it's like getting to that stage where like, right, we've got this big stadium where like, or this stadium that maybe holds 10,000, but it's got the big Don sign outside with Essie Dons at the front. Like deeper than whatever step we get to, it's the growth of the club.
That's why I say
in my head is more,
because that's how I always think, G. So I understand what you're
I
saying.
know what you were
but
saying.
Because of the way I think where it's going. Like you gotta understand, people are gonna come and want to take this away from you and all of that. You know that, right? Like it gets to that stage where it's like,
it's interesting you say that because there's I won't say who but there's like a board group for one of the leagues, the higher up leagues.
Yeah, you're taking it there, Donny.
Yeah, bro. Like, and obviously the people understand. Yeah, we're very well connected. Yeah, like we're connected. We know people within certain places. Yeah, and then obviously the word got out. Obviously, that Essie Dons have taken over Heartl Park because we've done it behind the doors. Yeah. So no one could stop it. Yeah, but then by the time we got there, can't stop it now. Yeah. So then the word got out, and an important board member of one of the higher leagues was like, have you not heard about Essie Dons taking over Heartl Park? How do we feel about it? Does anyone want to stop this? You know what I'm trying to say? Because I've seen the screenshot. And then there's that, if we want to, how can we? You know what I'm trying to say? That's what we're against, bro.
That's
and that's what I said. So when I got shown that, I said, this is why you lot, I always feel like these people are so dumb sometimes, because it's like, if you don't like us, that's fine. You don't have to like us. It's fine. But when you make it apparent and you're really trying to stop what we're doing, it gives us a next type of like
energy.
Hey, watch.
It goes back to what we said, the back against the wall, the siege mentality.
Exactly, and that's why I feel so happy about where we're at now. Because again, even there's a new hunger within the team to like, alright, cool. Because there's people that's waiting to see us foul. People that are waiting to see Essie Dons struggle.
100%.
I'm trying to say. So for
all
us,
them man that I see doing like the Reebok Essie Dons thing.
Because
I saw loads of different filming batches come up. I don't know what they are. I don't follow them to see what it is, but I see all different people doing it now. No one can do it like the.
I feel like going non-league was a good way to silence everyone, because I feel like the way that the season kind of frittered out the season for us was like, it was like an anticlimax. We lost big finals. There was games that we should have won, or against teams that maybe considered rivals or whatever. And I felt like it got to a point where people now starting to think they're on our level. And then even like some of the abuse that we get on Twitter, on social media, that people maybe don't even know that people want. You see it on social. You see so much haters that want to see us fail. So I feel like us going on league was just like that. Right, just shut it up.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was that big like middle finger to everyone, like shutting it up.
I was mad happy for it is because I don't keep an eye on everything, but I'm listening and I'm watching bits and pieces. So what I saw, they lost the final. Well, that ain't like them, man. Okay, got on my day. They lost again in the next final. What's going on with them, man?
Yeah.
Then I heard boom, yeah, we're going
Yeah,
on league.
yeah.
I said, all right, now we're back where we're.
yeah,
But
yeah.
because of what you've explained to me, I get it. Because you men have already done it all. So now, and when you're the champ, it's hard to keep the desire as the champ.
100%.
Everyone else is chasing you. So your head, they want your heads on a spike. So they've got they're playing with extra bit of vim, extra bit of whatever. Now you lot have got new heads to take off. You see what I'm saying? So now the hunger's back, like you lot said. So
and
I
it knocks
get
out all the rubbish because you got to think you
get
have
it.
players coming in, new players that come in for the season that have not been
Fully
committed. Like they've not had to follow the journey. They're just seeing the Dons where they're at now. They're coming in, getting new football boots,
all of that.
kit head to toe.
Yeah,
so when
yeah.
they're going out on a Sunday to play Sunday League football, it's all like they're not stepping out with the heart as maybe some of the players that maybe weren't good enough to play Sundays, but they've got the heart
tough
for it.
though, Doug.
So when we're losing these games, you've got guys that they're not even changing and chilling with man. They're cutting out. Where man them are sitting
Doug's
there
been
reflecting
watching.
back
Yeah,
in.
Doug's talking about you, man, because he's been watching you, man, move funny.
Like,
what,
we
Doug?
talk about it. We talk about it.
Talk to
like
them,
the man
Doug.
that are in the group chat but don't chat. But then on a Sunday they're upset if they don't get picked. But when they do get picked, they're not playing with the heart and the spirit. They're not tracking back. They're doing it. It's like,
But
you know what?
the thing is,
I'm
it's
too
tough.
cool to play football because I'm a Dons player. Like,
No,
so
you
it
can't
got to a
understand what
point.
this
Like
is.
I can understand where the whole thing had to be fast tracked because right now, could we go for another season of playing Sunday football with these players that ain't their heart's not in it like the rest, and it hurts man them because you got to think man them are now having to sit on the sidelines, be in the dugout, and watch all of this unfold and can't do nothing. Because man can't lace up their boots and come out and play on a Sunday because the level's so high. Do you get what I mean? So now you just take that whole situation out of them man's hands and say, yeah, alright, cool, you might want to be like that. Alright, we're going here now. Now the structure is different. Now everyone that's coming into play, they're getting paid. That it's professional. It's a business.
It's a
now.
serious thing.
Yeah, it just changes the whole dynamic. So any man that thought they were gonna
And everyone that's playing for us now, they want to be here. They've left clubs to now join us. We're at step 6 here, where all the boys that are playing for us now play at a higher level, but they've taken that drop to come and play for us. They want to be here.
Oh, we're going up this season. We're going up.
No,
I
I
can
mean-
tell already. We're going up. We're going up. I'm hearing.
The levels are big.
No,
Like,
not the level-
what
we're
they've
going
done
up.
is
We're
if
going
you
up.
compare like what Salford City did when Beckham and Neville and all them and Scholes and that took over Salford City, they took it over, but because their engine was big enough to like fund it, so they bring players from higher levels,
up.
gave them
Yeah,
good
yeah,
wages,
yeah.
and bring them down the tiers.
Yeah.
That was so they the
like
quality,
Wrexham.
the quality, like Wrexham,
Yeah,
the
like
quality,
Wrexham.
yeah,
That's
like
why I said
Wrexham.
we're going up.
The quality is too good down there, so you ain't got no choice but to elevate.
No,
It's
we're
like
going
when
up.
Rangers went down to the bottom tier when they got when they had to do, but their quality was so mad, they just jumped up, boom, 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 boom.
Self-explanatory. No,
Yeah.
we're going up. We're going up. As long as the man them have got the right work ethic and understand the ethos and the work ethic of the club, and I'll use you two as like the embodiment of it because I know these men for a long time, 20 years plus, must be more, maybe
bro.
more than that, more than
Nice,
that.
yeah.
More than that. 25 going to 30 years plus. I've known these men, and I've watched everything they've done. I've watched Donny do music. I've watched G stand by his side while he's doing it. I've watched G do what he's doing. I've seen Soccer AM this, and I've never seen them have any other attitude about them but just humble and let's get on with the work. I've never seen them style on no one. I've never seen them try to we've got this going on and we're the this. It's just about this is the club, this is what we do, and this is about the work, and we're just on the work and what can we do, and manners, all of the above. And that's what I'm about. Like so if you want to come and play with the Dons, and if you're gonna play for the Dons, fucking understand what you're representing.
Yeah.
You understand what it is. You ain't coming to play for some joke outfit and you're just gonna be on the internet and all of that. Fucking bleed
And you know
for the
what?
club.
That played a big part in when we had to employ a manager. Was we sat down with quite a few managers, maybe about 5 or 6, and like for us, one of the most important things was their values as a man, because football is football, but to represent Essie Dons and where Essie Dons comes from, we needed someone that is a family man,
Yes.
has values, respect, understands where the club comes from.
Yes.
Hence, the manager, and I know we laugh about it, but he rang Doug. You know what I'm trying to say? He rang drops. He rang Mad
Flips
B,
and all that.
flips.
Yeah.
Like the man them, Seal. You know what I'm trying to say, yeah? And I didn't tell him to. He said to me, I need to know, I need to speak to you. That's because he gets it. As a man, he understands it. So that was important for us when we bring somebody in, because what this club is about, as I've said before, we've had opportunities to sponsor with gambling companies that we've refused.
Come on.
Because we just we don't want to promote that message. There's nothing wrong with having a little accumulator, but we just don't feel it's for us to promote. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So these are things, and like what G says, you can't money is a necessary evil. Yeah, but you can't worship money. And we live in a society now where people are respecting a man because of the money he makes.
Not who he is.
Not about who he is
or
what he stands for.
Character is honour.
His character is honour. It's all about, he makes money, I respect this guy. Nah, man. I've been around millionaires, yeah, that I don't respect. I've been around men that are not millionaires that I respect. Do you understand? So it's about the morals of what this club stands for. And through football, it's tough, but how can we use our platform to actually give out that kind of message?
Yes.
While obviously trying to progress and whatever. Yeah. And that's why the manager that we brought in had to meet them requirements. Do you know what I'm trying to say? As opposed to just being, like a good CV and come in. Do you know what I mean? He had to meet on all levels. And that's not taken away from Mark Dacey because he's got the CV. I know you asked me that question a while back.
Yeah.
He's got the CV. He's managed at higher levels. He could have also stayed at a higher level, but he believed in the project, believed in the vision. He relates to it in his own personal way.
Yeah.
And
he's professional, man. Even I delivered the message to even let man them know.
See the other day, innit?
Because even when
the man them are hard Sunday, to get control of as well, you know.
Yeah, on Sunday, like you got a couple of players that played that obviously I ain't gonna play Saturday football. But the way that he delivers the message, he's harsh with it, but he delivers it in a way that you can't take it in a bad way.
So you took it all right then, yeah?
No, not even. Listen, I was never a guy that was gonna play Saturday football. You know what I mean? I was never that guy. Like, you know what I mean? What? Like, for man them that most probably have aspirations or probably think that they can play at a high level, obviously
you let them know.
Yeah, like where it was.
This could be the last Ruha for man.
Yeah. We played
it. Talking.
Yeah, we played it. We had a pre-season game for the first ever on a Saturday, first ever non-league game against a Ram and Prem side, where obviously we all want to win. Yeah, but what he done is he obviously played the first half and then he played the second half. But in the second half, he mixed in a couple of the legends, Doug, Drops, Doc, Mad B, all these kind of man.
Donny Jones,
he gave me a little run out, but he came into us lot, our side, and obviously basically said like, look, gentlemen, I'm giving you this game to come and play because you deserve it. Because of you, the club is where it is, and this is like my salute to you, yeah. Because the harsh reality is you won't be playing first team football ever again for Essie Dons, yeah. But this is my salute to you, and I hope that in return, you can now get behind me. And the man, like you say, Pounds, the man just respects straight talk.
Straight talking, bro.
Straight talk, bro. Like, I'd rather that, yeah. And that's what he's given us. He's just given us straight talk.
I'm a great believer.
He's a good human, man.
He's a good man, bro. He's a good man still.
It all sounds
so
great.
Get behind him, man. Get behind the gaffer.
Get
from
behind
the south
the
as
gang.
well. Yeah, get behind the team, man.
Get behind the
coming,
team.
man.
As we bring it to a close,
yeah.
Answer me the question that you asked me, G. Where do you see yourselves? Because you've got something in your mind. Talk it into existence. Where do you see the club ending up in your lifetime?
Professional football.
100%.
Stadium. Opportunities to have created kids like us a second chance, and the ones who have been able to stay focused and be professional, the opportunity to kick on. I see us having anything for Paul to stand. I see us being able to let my son, who's been born this year, have an opportunity to go and play for the club, God willing.
By the way, you see when you came in the room
yeah.
and I hugged you and I said congratulations, I weren't talking about football.
What was you talking about?
Your son.
Oh, my son, yeah?
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. And again, when I think about Essie Dons, I'm not, because I don't want to go too far away from it, but it's because I feel like Essie Dons is one of those football clubs that actually hasn't got a blueprint to say this is what you should be doing, this is how you're going to get there. It's almost like dream as big as you want and go and take it there.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing thing to have. But at the same time, it makes me come back to square one, which is what would make me proud. What would make me proud is knowing that the love I've got for my brother and a relationship that we've had from kids has been able to build something that is stretched around the world as a message of putting God first, God blessing our hard work, unity as your team. But not only that you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be ready to bounce back and continue grafting. And if you put your mind to something, you can achieve anything. So for me, it's those messages of what Essie Dons represents is huge, which is why, like I said to him, like I got emotional. I said to him, when I had my son, I said, Andrew would be one of his names. So my son is George Andrew Knight Camarasi. And I was like, he has to have his name because of what he means to me and what his family means to me. So when I think about the grand scheme of things, it's the same way when we didn't win anything last season. Paula would have still been proud of us. My mum would have still been proud of us. My dad would have been proud of us. So it's like, as long as we continue to make them proud and they watch over us, I know that God will guide us and we'll be able to achieve some incredible things. And we'll laugh about the days when we're driving Astras, you know, and like your car's broke down, or you're worried about when you're buying like your Vapianos and you're thinking, rah, like, I want to go on 3-4 holidays. And
it's like even the first thing we done when we secured an investment was employ Geek full time. Yeah, so we could have given ourselves a pay rise. You know what I'm trying to say? It made life a little bit more sweeter. But we said, nah, man, we'll invest in what we do. You know what I'm trying to say? And so I think that's important. But I think yeah, it's a good one to sign out, and I think he's touched it. I think he's touched it perfectly. I think we're just trying to go as far as we can with this club.
100%.
And where do we see ourselves? Yeah, hopefully as high as possible. Professional football club, stadium, job opportunities for everyone. Yeah, man, and we say everything in Jesus' name, man.
Always.
And yeah, that's it. And thank you to everyone that supports Essie Dons. Thank you for having us again, gentlemen. The Winners Talking podcast is another thing that you should get your flowers for. As a man who grew up at New Pounds, because I used to see man at Red Brick and that. Doug, I've met him through this Dons journey. We're all from a similar place. So to see the man them doing something positive needs to be credited, because not everyone actually understands where we really come from. So I think it's amazing. Big up all the man them in the room. The same way you say you see us together, I always see the same faces.
Same
When I
face.
see Pounds. You know what I'm trying to say? And yeah, man, thank you to all the Essie Dons supporters out there worldwide. And thank you for all the respect you lot give to my dad when you see him out in public. And yeah, man, that's it, man. We keep moving.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you lot for coming through. And like I said, man, just happy to be part of it. And I think I'm a great believer in legacy. You know what I always say this. I say it's a legacy play, Doug. It's a legacy play. Yeah. And what you lot are doing is a legacy play. You have to understand. I have so many people coming here, and I want them to understand, like, if you've made something that's like affected so many people, like you just spoke a minute ago, and your mum will be proud, and so on and so forth. Both your mums will be so proud, because you've taken the family and what you lot are, and you've made something that is gonna just be around for so long. You've touched so many people's hearts, minds. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So they're gonna be proud of you. They're gonna be so proud, and you've taken their names and their spirits, and you've just put it out there in a mad way, bro. So no, nothing but I'm proud of what you man are doing. Everyone's proud. We're supporting. It's a brotherhood, bro. And there comes a time where all real people have to link up and support each other in what they're doing. That's why anytime you give me a call, it wasn't a long thing. You gave me a call, I said, all right, and it's so done. But yeah, go support the Dons. Get your season tickets. Make sure you get your season tickets. It's a must. Because you'll see me down. I'm going to be down on a regular basis. So make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you turn up regular to come support the guys, you know. These are my guys. This is a South London team, but this is a UK team. This is a people team. This is a strugglers team. This is representing realness, just the epitome of coming from nothing to something, and we all can relate to that. So whether you're from flipping Bognor, Bolton, Bristol, fucking come down and watch the gang. Essie Dons to the world. It's Winners Talking podcast. The Hustler, Big Dougie Doug, Strapzy G, man them in the room. We're done. Stat.